Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Kirsten and this channel is all about how I explore the world as an autistic person. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I'm originally from South Africa. You'll also know that South Africa has a tumultuous history steeped in systemic racism and unspeakably evil human rights abuses. Part of this history is Robben Island, which used to operate as a prison. It is where Nelson Mandela was incarcerated for 18 years. Today, Robben Island is a museum. To get there, you have to take a ferry from the mainland. I'll show you some of the ferry ride while I tell you a little bit about the history of the island. The name is derived from the Dutch word for seals. It is a testament to the large population of these animals around the island. When maritime trading was a thing, Robben Island was used as a stopping point for ships. From 1846 until 1931, people with leprosy were sent into exile there, and during World War II it was repurposed for military use to defend Allied interests. In the 1960s, it was established as a maximum security prison for people who had committed political offences. Some of those former prisoners still live on the island today. They are the tour guides who show visitors around and describe how the prison was run. I have been on the Robben Island tour twice, and it was a different experience each time because the tour guides described prison life from their own unique perspectives. Listening to them talk about the things that happened to them was a humbling experience. When prisoners were brought to the island, they were brought through these gates. When I saw the sign, I couldn't help wondering what exactly the prison administrators were so proud of. In spite of efforts to suppress what happened there, Robben Island was known as a place of extreme hardship. There were some attempts at escape. From this picture, it looks as if you could just walk into the ocean with a makeshift raft and head for the mainland. It was next to impossible, though. Even if you could escape the scrutiny of the guards for long enough, you would have to survive razor-sharp rocks, icy Atlantic water, and sharks. Of course, to even get to the ocean, prisoners would have to find a way out of this double fence. The spaces between the two fences were occupied by guard dogs that were trained to kill and kept just hungry enough to be angry. At night, when the prisoners were in their cells, the dogs were taken to their own sleeping quarters, which were bigger than the prison cells. This is the cell that was occupied by Nelson Mandela. There was no bed. Prisoners slept on threadbare mats with no pillows. If they didn't fold their blankets properly in the mornings, they risked being lashed with a sjambok and sent to solitary confinement. The bucket in the corner was used as a toilet that prisoners were sometimes allowed to empty. They were not given any toilet paper. The prisoners were forced to work in a limestone quarry that gave many of them lifelong respiratory illnesses. There was no time off for bad weather. You had to be out there in the quarry in the most brutally cold winters and at the height of summer. The only shelter from the elements was a small cave. If you got sick or injured, you hoped it was on a Tuesday because the doctor only came from the mainland on Wednesdays. You had to keep working in the quarry in the meantime, even if you were coughing up blood from a respiratory infection or dragging a broken leg behind you. If you didn't work fast enough, you were beaten by the guards no matter how sick or injured you were. Your right to underwear or a slice of bread was determined by the color of your skin. There were different food rations for different races, and if you were black, you didn't get shoes, socks, underwear, long pants, or jackets, even in the dead of winter. So-called recreational time was spent in this courtyard. Prisoners would talk among themselves, but they couldn't say a lot because the guards were never far away. The passage of time was observed with scratches on rocks. At one point, prison authorities released a propaganda picture to the outside world. The picture, which was taken in the courtyard, was designed to make people believe that prisoners were being treated humanely. From a perspective of pure nature, Robben Island is one of the most beautiful places on earth. There's ocean and views of Table Mountain. When you stand on the shores of the island, there is so much to see. The natural beauty is at odds with the atrocities that happened in this place. Robben Island is a stark reminder of South Africa's history, a history that should never be forgotten. It is also a testament to how the human spirit can overcome all kinds of adversity. I want to close by pointing out that this history did not happen all that long ago. The people who were imprisoned on the island are still alive and talking about it. To them, it's not history, it's their life story. The gentleman who led the second tour I went on was a teenager when he was imprisoned. He was a kid, younger than both of my sons are. History is not always something that happened long ago. It's fresh in the memories of those who lived through it. If you visit South Africa, Robben Island should definitely be on your list of things to do. Is it uplifting? No, it's not meant to be, but it is humbling, and talking to the former prisoners about how they have built lives for themselves after such hardship is truly inspiring. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for some things to do in Johannesburg, check out this video right here. I'll see you next time. Bye.